Good morning, everybody. I'm Karen Barno. Welcome. Author of Find Your Blue Rose. Author of the Blue Rose gift store. Gosh, this is not starting out well. Good morning, everybody. I'm Karen Barno, author of Blue Rose Bookstore, The Gift of Why. The hummingbird above me distracted me. I want to talk to you today about meditating. I'm one of those people that I can meditate pretty much anywhere at any time. It's a gift, and I think as you practice it, you get better at it, so you're able to meditate more. But I just kind of want to run you through the basics. When you start to meditate, you want to find a very quiet spot. Now, I like to meditate outside, but if you're just starting out, it's probably not the best place to choose because there's noise and distractions. And when you first start, you really have to work on not allowing distractions to interrupt you. So you may want to meditate in a special room. A lot of people have an altar. I have an altar in my office, but I just don't need to meditate around it. The altar, all your special spiritual stuff on. Mine has crystals and pendulums and candles and Buddhas and all kinds of different spiritual things. Feathers that have meaning to me. So what you want to do is you want to sit down and clear your mind, and just take however many deep breaths you feel necessary. I don't like to be prescriptive because that's just not my personality. Some people say take 5, take 10. Just take, however many in, and just breathe deep as you can. Feel your diaphragm lift, and then exhale through your mouth. And then center yourself. And just sit quietly. Now, the issue that most people run into when they're meditating is silencing your brain. How do you keep your brain from talking? Well, the first thing you want to do is you want to place a ball of protection around you. I always say I place a circle of protection around me to keep all the positive and keep all the negative out. And if anybody sends me bad vibes or bad negative, it bounces off to me and returns to them for their highest good. Because no matter how spiritually powerful you are, no matter how spiritually well honed your gifts are, there's always going to be people out there using spirituality for bad. So you want to make sure that you keep your own ball of protection so the bad stays away. That way you don't have to ever worry about, something bizarre happening to you and you don't know why, and it's because somebody threw bad juju at you. So you're sitting and you're just sitting quietly. Now, the question I always get asked, the number one question when people first start meditating, is how do I turn off my brain? Your brain is here to constantly be talking. It's its role to protect you, to keep you talking, to keep you going. That was so cool. Hummingbird just flew right in front of me saying good morning. So that's its role. So when you're meditating and you're sitting quietly and a thought pops into your mouth, into your head, you can't distract it. All you can do is say thank you. And that tells the universe that you recognized it, you heard it, you blessed it, and now you're going to let it go. And it'll go. Now, when I first started meditating, I was told by my shaman, my elder, to meditate for 10 minutes. So I would set an alarm because it was that hard for me to sit still for 10 minutes. Now I can meditate for hours. But it was that hard at the time. So I would set an alarm, and every time a voice would pop in, I would say thank you and let it go. And I would say thank you again and let it go. As you get more refined with meditating, as you get more practiced at it, the voices will slowly stop. And you'll find yourself for 10, 15, or 20 minutes, nothing is popping into your head. And we'll talk about it down the road, how to ask questions and have it answered, how to journey. So you just want to sit quietly. When a voice pops into your head, you just want to say thank you and continue to just have silence. You do always, especially when you're first starting, you do want to set an alarm because you want to call back. Because as you get better at meditating, the different areas you can go into, there's a big, huge spiritual world out there. And as you meditate and you get silenced, you're sending a signal to the universe, to spirit, to God, to whomever, that you're ready to explore. And so things will start popping in to you. And it could be, when I first started meditating, It was Zeus came up to me and took my hand, and we walked on the beach and we were talking. That totally freaked me out. I mean, I came back and called my elder and said, "Oh my God!" And she's like, "Well, you need to refine, hone your journey in, so you can use those skill sets." And that's why, you know, we'll talk more down the road, probably tomorrow or the next day, about you know, when people start coming to you. So just when you meditate, sit down in a quiet spot. Don't allow distractions, outside distractions. I mean, you see hummingbirds behind me, you heard a truck go through the alleyway. When I'm meditating, I can block all that out. But when you first start, it's hard. So pick a quiet room and build your altar. Build something that has meaning to you. So you can sit in front of your altar, relax yourself, close your eyes, take your deep cleansing breaths, and then just go through each, you know, start with your feet, and your feet are relaxing, your ankles, your legs, your calves, your knees, your thighs, your buttocks, your pelvic area, your rib cage, your tummy, your shoulders, your arms, your wrist, all the way up to your head, and then you open up your third eye and allow it to start seeing. And then just sit. And every time a thought pops in, thank you, and let it go. If you want music, play music. I do sometimes, but I've just been one of those meditators that I don't need music. Every once in a while I'll play symphony music if I'm called to. If I get ready to meditate and I'm called to put music on, I will. It doesn't mean put on rock music or rap music. You want very calming music. There's all kinds of meditation music on iTunes, online, that you can grab. I mean, if you're big into yoga, there's all kinds of yoga music you can listen to. Depends on what works best for you. There is no right way to meditate. A lot of people are like, well, I don't do it right. You can't do it wrong. Meditating is for you. Just remember at the very beginning to set an alarm to call you back, to let you know it's time to come back, because you will find it could happen the first time, it could happen the 10th, 50th time. You're going to find that you'll become so good at it that you're going to start going other places. Your mind's going to take you places. Your mind's going to answer questions for you. Your mind's going to show you things. And so you have to be prepared, but you have to come back the same way you go out, if that makes sense. So as you're sitting there meditating, when you come back and your alarm goes off, you have to say, thank you, thank you, thank you, and come back. That lets the universe know that you're done. If you don't do that, and there's been times that I've been in deep meditation and something happens and I take off, I find that I'm distracted the rest of the day. So always when you come back out of meditation, always say thank you, thank you, thank you, signaling to the universe that you're done meditating and that you're ready to come back into this world. So that's a quick, easy how to meditate. Just start with baby steps. The big question, like I say, is how do I calm my mind? Just always say thank you. If you don't recognize your mind, if you don't recognize that inner talk, it'll talk louder, louder, louder. Your ego mind, your ego brain is just like a child. It'll just yammer and yammer and yammer. So you have to say thank you, and it'll silence. And eventually, again, just depending however long it takes, you'll silence your mind and you'll be able to meditate peacefully and quietly in whatever spot you pick with your altar. Okay, like I said, tomorrow, the next day, we'll talk about how to ask questions of the universe and have them answered while you're meditating. Talk to you guys later. Again, I'm Karen Barno, author of Blue Rose Bookstore, Your Gift of Why. Feel free to share this. Give me likes, give me, hearts, give me everything. Thank you. If you're watching this on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe. And it'd be my honor if you purchase my book. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.